tonight. And this was the scene earlier today on I-75 northbound. Just after that incident happened, you can see pictures of the concrete barrier there in the road. Bliss Segment spoke with the former chairman of the NTSB, who told her Chattanooga is lucky there was not any loss of life in this collapse. Bliss.
Josh, based on all of this debris that you see here behind me, you can understand why former chairman of the NTSB, Jim Hall, said that Chattanooga's lucky there was no loss of life. You can tell we're right here where all of this came crashing down over the bridge you see right here behind me onto I-24 westbound. Hall says that he's worked on a series of structure and bridge collapses throughout his career. He says they almost always end in a fatality. He says we're lucky that's not the case tonight.
We are a blessed community that we did not have multiple fatalities. I've been around the country, and events like this usually end up with multiple fatalities and a much worse situation.
Jim Hall, former chairman of the NTSB, says luckily cleaning up concrete and finding out what made it fall are thankfully TDOT's biggest concerns right now.
I know they're going to want to look at this to see if there was any possible corrosion, cement problems, cracks, issues that could cause an event like this. But it's highly unusual, and we need to do everything we can to prevent an event like today.
Luckily, one of the worst things that came out of today was traffic.
We're delayed perhaps, 45 minutes or more.
Brian Vasquez is just one Hamilton County school student whose parents pulled up later than usual today. School bells rang at East Ridge Elementary nearly an hour before his parents pulled up, but he and his little sister are just now heading home.
Yeah, she was curious. She was telling us, why did we take so long? But we had to tell her there was traffic, and we tried to do our best, but...
Investigators don't know yet if unsound infrastructure, a collision with railing, or something else is to blame. TDOT confirms the bridge was last inspected in July of 2018.
Well, I would be very surprised if there was a problem with this bridge and it would not appear in the report. If it didn't, that would be another important part of the investigation.
Hall hopes TDOT releases a full incident report to the public soon. I want to show you something here. Look at how large these chunks of concrete that fell from the bridge are. You can see them with these huge pieces of rebar sticking right out of them. Very dangerous. Now, crews were out here earlier trying to clean all this up. You can see that they actually have had a bulldozer out here trying to lift up the earth and get this out of the road earlier. And crews were also up here trying to put a temporary barrier up on the bridge. It seems that they were successful in doing that, but they do have a lot of work ahead of them, as you can see right here behind me. Reporting live from I-75, I'm Bliss Segment, News Channel 9.
Bliss, thanks so much. Now, earlier today, Pat Sherwood was one of thousands of drivers who sat in that bumper-to-bumper traffic. We showed her some video of what happened today.
Oh my gosh. Just the concrete just went down?
Again, TDOT says I-75 South is open to one lane and will remain that way until repairs can be made.
Then we asked TDOT what could have caused this collapse. They say they're looking through surveillance footage. TDOT asked the Tennessee Highway Patrol to stop all semis to look for damage. THP says they didn't find anything. As for the bridge itself, TDOT engineers say it was safe. The last inspection was July of 2018. Experts determined it was in decent condition with some minor cracking.
There was no structural problem with the bridge. It's an older bridge. It had normal problems that an older bridge would have. There was nothing structurally wrong with it. There was no reason for us to suspect anything like this would happen. Everything was in good condition.
And this is what I-75 northbound looked like when the concrete barrier fell and then after it was removed. Chattanooga Fire Department and THP Chattanooga captured the moment. THP also shared with us this photo. You can see part of the barrier hanging from the overpass over